Hello, bump the introductions. I'm just gonna start playing. I don't know who this is, but I don't forget. It's been too long, so I don't know. What is this person? Yeah, I don't know this person. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't probably doing some other stuff. So we got child. Alright, let's do some trials before the PlayStation pisses me off anymore.
Shouldn't let your guard down. You can run, but you can't. Amateur. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Into the thick of it. Leave it to the PlayStation. Such a drag. Such a drag. Such a drag. Let's see.
Don't waste my time.
Come a little closer.
Your life is mine. Give up.
Let's spark things up a little. You've been a naughty boy.
There we go. Oh, I say continue. Lord. Get me out of here. Into the thick of it.
Huh? Ah!
Out of the frying pan,
Submit for judgment!
nice and spicy. Eat this!
A touch of frost!
Let's go. Alright, let's do the unfair.
Incinerate! Time for your arraignment! Boom! Replica flame!
Got him.
The world always seems quieter when it snows.
With the wind!
You're stuck now!
Should've known this wouldn't be easy.
Disappear! Wind blade!
Let's go. We right here.
Rain. One way to wash off the grime.
Yo, yo, how you doing, Ilag? How you doing? Welcome, welcome.
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite!
Amp it up!
This is a new one.
Wind blade! Cool it!
Feel the beat!
Okay, cool. Good. Get myself back. Making my way through.
Power techniques!
It's for my preference.
Power cord! Time to rock! You're stuck now!
Disappear! Wind blade! Yeah! Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time.
Amp it up!
Power techniques! This'll pack a punch.
Yeah, get it. This is who I have. It's who I have so far.
La da 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 da.
Oh, ow! What?
But this is my team now. For now, I'm definitely going to be changing it. Once I get more back into the game, I don't play it every day. This is my first time back in about 3 weeks. Yeah, so I really don't have a team, but I like my main here. Kaya has to stay. That's my dog. Like, I don't care. Kaya is staying. Everybody else can be switched, but I'm more leaning on getting Rosaria in the party. And perhaps maybe if I don't know, if I get a luck up a draw and get the character that I really want. But until then, yeah. You can type it. You can type it. That's my dog. It's just preference. I like Kaya. I like the frost. I like the smooths. I like it all. It's just one of those. It's like he's definitely not the best, but I personally like him. Like I like him. He has not steered me wrong at all. No problem. No, I got it. How much money I got? Because I know I'm broke last time. Because I remember last time I did do some stuff and didn't spin. So I know I shouldn't be broke. You again. Sir, I'm tired of helping you out, sir. You're just not doing your job. Well, come on. Do not give me any more stuff from him.
When you're high up, everyone can.
Like, no more. No more Swan Quest. Okay, I can't.
When you're high
There's
up,
something going on, but I can't go to her anymore. Like I said, it's been a while. Who got me? Hold on. What? What the fuck's with? Because of that person. That's why.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
thank you for completing.
I don't know you. Don't join in, because you're going to screw everything up. Welcome back. Alright, now we get to the video.
Can't you give me a better price?
Alright, so the new act. Still looking for these. I'm almost done with it. I just need like 20 more of these damn things. Gotta do the ship thing. I'm probably gonna do that later. Both of these are the ships. I'll do that a little. You know what? Let me keep going with chapter 1. Let me keep going with that. I'll do the ships later. Do that later.
Everyone can hear your voice. Haven't you heard?
Oh, and thank you for that follow, lag. I appreciate it. Thank you. I hate when stuff is highlighted and I can't move. There we go. So we got Toma and Sayu. I hear you.
Here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. What are they for? Paimon's seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon
you can tell me
knows!
lies, 'cause
It looks just
know
like the
I've done
sigil of
this
permission the child
plenty
gave
of
you.
stuff. It's, you know,
But how did a relic of your death die end
Like I
up in
said,
the hands of someone like Child?
like this is the
Suspicious.
22nd video, but I was doing a lot of stuff But over time, it's like I've stopped for a while because of, you know, life. And I got a gazillion other games. So it's a lot of stuff I have not seen, have not done, have not even witnessed yet.
Oh, that's
But it's
right.
a game that I will
Cloud
always
Retainer
come back
said
to. It's
that
not
when the
like
Lord of
I
Geo
got tired
created
of
the
it
Sigil
or
of Permission,
stuff like that.
it wasn't to be used as some old relic.
If this was my only game, I
Talismans
wouldn't
like
mind.
that were once used in
At
the
all.
Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew. And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Alright, what are we doing? Okay, we gotta find... Oh, we gotta find my man. That is my man. Zhongli is my dog. There you go. Good job. But yeah, like I was saying, hopefully, definitely gonna have a schedule. Cause right now pretty much my life is everywhere, and I like to play lots of the games. But I've been trying to do this game more consistently. I just have to work out a schedule, and then with these games coming out, because I'm definitely getting Guardians of the Galaxy when it comes out Tuesday. That's gonna take good time, and then there's some games that I need to complete. I need to complete.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh, so you also met with Kuching
Yes.
then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Kuching, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman.
So that's how you say it. I always say that
Though
name
they are both
wrong.
members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true
He said
intentions.
Kuching. Yep, I've been butchering names. Very butchering names.
Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, She would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Diwa Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingse Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing.
I
to
can't
them.
sing.
Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
Sir. Who do you
So
think
how good is your
I
singing?
am not. Sir. So now I can sing.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
I don't believe in that either.
We'll only know once he starts singing.
It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
Yeah.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sing a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
Feel the beat. Ever seen one of these? Ugh. You're stuck now. Yeah. I'm used to this much.
Cool it!
Power techniques!
Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
Power cord!
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower.
Whopper flower.
Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh lord, that was a long time
So
ago.
lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's... What's her face?
Ready, Paimon? You
traveler.
just gonna forget people.
I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely
No,
I
you didn't.
did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Huh. Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry, we shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard. Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Gunyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think
He
it's
has.
about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Shit, he literally has.
What happened? The city...
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give
Sounds
in
like
so
y'all need
easily.
some help.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance?
Good question.
Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Oh boy.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Whew. Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this? The golden house? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora. This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few... Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even
Really,
if we
Palmer?
can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come... Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
Oh boy. He had his hand over his face. Not right out.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were
That
Fatui, I
child?
imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? stopping the more immense, hiding away the exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that.
Damn.
When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good.
You already know.
I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest fighting talk. I love it! This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very... Few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Feel me! Try till I'm dead!
Cowering
The hunt is
already?
on!
Passable effort. Freeze! Try this. Disappear! A fine opportunity. Wish your luck. Freeze! Full time. Dodge this. This moment will be frozen. Not bad. Wish your luck. Not bad. You've made some progress. Guess I should take you more seriously. Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. Freeze. All you do is run. No use hiding back there. All you do is run. Dodge this. What's the hurry? No use hiding back there.
This is a new one!
Damn, whoop my ass.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
Quick time event. Quick time event.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing me to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit you've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. Huh? I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Let's go, brother. Ah, damn. He's pissed.
Not bad. But this is going to cost you!
Help! Help! Help, 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 help. I need help. Jesus! This boy ain't fooling around. Oh, hell no. This boy ain't fooling around. He's not fooling around. He is not with it. He is not fooling around, ladies and gentlemen. He is not fooling around. He is not fooling around. Oh, damn. Oh, hell. Oh, shit.
Did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over now.
Come in.
Make me take it from you.
We didn't take it!
Wind blade!
Take these hits.
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. Cool it.
Don't run from me.
What's the hurry?
Don't run from me.
Free. Push your luck.
No. No, this man got a humpback whale. No, this man is conjuring humpback whales. I am not, no. Come here. Get over here. This man doing humpback whales. What you thought?
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Hell.
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity.
You want a rematch?
This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process.
Ah, damn.
The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Leo Harbor,
shit.
defenseless without the protection of its
damn,
deity,
he trying to release the Kraken.
Cunning Rex Lapis would just stand
He trying to
aloof
release
and
the
watch
Kraken.
ensuing destruction.
But the
damn.
Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
This ain't good. This is not good. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Lira, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
Release the Kraken! My dog child is not playing with y'all folks.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Xiao!
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adept guy. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed
my
to
boy's
put our
here.
differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millelith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Hoorah!
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh, it's about to go down. What I'm talking about. Oh, here they come. Let's battle. Let's go. Oh, this is dope.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millelith, with me!
Let's go up too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
So sorry. Killjoy!
Feel the beat! Amp it up!
Freeze!
Windblade!
Ever seen one of these?
Time for a break yet!
Windblade!
Dodge this! This one will be frozen in time.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
The ancient god's attacking again! They're There are so many Fatui too! We can't!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy. That light from your body. It's like the tiny giant cars. Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave. This granny's really strong.
We're not going anywhere. No excuse for slacking. Cold cut.
So sorry.
Let's go.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
Oh shit, let's go.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Let's go. Let's go.
Child, you are strong in bodies. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle. Disappear! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Just
Freeze! What's the hurry? Oh, so sorry. Dodge this! Disappear! Wind blade! Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning.
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Let's go. Oh, let's go, Kitchen.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
I'm sorry. How you doing? Kinda Cash. I'm sorry. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, I don't know what to expect. I gotta be on my game. Gotta be on my game.
We just need to keep this up.
Lucky enough, they shared me some powers. I like that. Oh shit. Ooh. Ooh.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Oh, you put on that mask.
Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Yo! Yo, that was epic. Yo! That was dope. That was dope.
Is it finally over?
That was dope.
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words,
Okay, Petty.
Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years.
Hey!
According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years
We can bring back old boy.
Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world.
I'd be the same way.
Establishing a network of contracts.
I'll probably be sitting Indian style.
But I
with some
dared not
popcorn.
speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Cause I dare not speak when they talking. Shut up, Paimon.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace
we done
given
got
to
caught
us
up
by the
in some
illuminated Adepti this
gods
day.
and goddesses of war and mass destruction.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak.
Just when there's a big, Kraken being released out of the harbor, that's when, we get the Power Rangers together to make the giant Megazord and whoop ass. That's all. We don't need to bother y'all that
Now
much.
it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue.
Cloud, you just petty. You've been petty.
The Adepti have had a change of heart.
Cloud, you just petty as can be. I can see all through what you just saying. You just petty.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Stubborn.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
You just being stubborn. Cloud is petty, you stubborn.
You needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that... Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the
Cloud
god,
don't want to see
so
me
he could
again.
lure
I'll
Rex
whoop up
Lapis
again.
out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death?
No, I'm just trying to find my sister. Like, nobody has even said anything about my sister.
Isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less Rite of Parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhang Li's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Y'all so wrong. Let me go and do this since it's already highlighted. Just petty for no reason. Petty, petty, petty. Can't be a petty bird and think you're gonna protect somebody. Right. I ain't fooling with y'all, don't fool me. I'm just trying to fly to the boat, that's all. Everybody want to be on the boat. Always good to have meat handy. Pause.
Ahoy there, me!
Snuck onto the ship. I kind of did. I kind of just landed right in the middle of the boat. Now, I'll tell the truth on that. Storm Conscious. I think I picked those up before. Well, I don't care about you either. Don't call for my help when your ass is getting whooped. Don't be begging for me. Don't be saying traveler help. I'm not sure. This could possibly be. This is my first time back in like 3 weeks, so all this is new. All that whole transition. When I had to fight Child, he turned my first impressions up to a loop. I'm like thinking that's my boy, and he turned out to be a damn villain, almost. Like, what is going on? Like, why is Child looking like he about to destroy the world? What's y'all?
All clear as far as the eye can see.
Weapons on this side.
Whatever. I'm in these chests though.
I'll keep this close.
Too bad. I'm in these chests. And your apples. Got your goods and your apples. Now tell your mom on that. They gonna be petty on the boat. How y'all gonna be petty on the boat when I can sink this thing? How y'all gonna be petty? Do I need to switch to Bidu? Do I need to switch to Bidu so she can stare at y'all crazily? Cause y'all being petty. Can't have two pettinesses in the world, the Adepti and humans at the same time? Oh no. Correct. So I gotta go back. Okay. Ah, shit. Ah.
I should open a store.
So I gotta put back first? Oh, that's crap. That's crap. I gotta go back first. Thank you for that follow. I don't want to butcher it. Kinda cash? Appreciate it. I don't want to butcher it. Can I? Give me the pronunciation. I don't want to butcher it. And thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. If you want to keep up with my streams, follow my Twitter. As I try to get a balanced schedule.
With the wind!
Alright, let's go. I'm back on the boat. What y'all gonna say this time? Gonna be my boat in a minute.
The stock of herbs is running.
Okay, I'm confused. What am I supposed to do?
This is a clear fire hazard right here.
I see no chain.
Why'd they have to give me that transfer?
Where's Chain? I see no chain. Where is Chain?
Copy of each invoice is sent to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Okay. So I can't do that. Sucks ass. Nowhere to be found.
Welcome. Please take a seat. Oh, welcome. Please take a seat.
I'm at an impasse. Definitely at an impasse. I don't know, she's not there. Unless I did something out of order. She is not there.
A reward on the road.
was unexpected.
Give me a moment to compose myself. Yahoo!
That's better.
Where to this time?
That's another one gone.
Right. Hey, we got the ferryman. Wow. No chain. Ah, okay. So let me do this. See if I can get her.
A reward on the road.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Is this an answer from this world? You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it?
Right.
I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyric goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You've finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, They commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, Traveler. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There was only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
No. You're an ass.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo Archon, Liyue, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then,
how did I
is there
get
anything
into
else
some
you wish to
bullshit?
ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
I need to leave out of here. Y'all crazy. Y'all are flat out crazy. In the words of Young Miami, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip on the street. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow.
Fatui? They certainly...
Shh! Lower your voice.
Oh, yes, he is. If he wants to.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such?
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make...
Hear ye all! The Chi-Sing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chi-Sing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Chi-Sing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look. Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are there speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Find my sister.
Whoa.
Find my sister.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Rex... Perhaps Memento...
And to think I'd put my best, but it seems as if though... Well, that's fine.
As for the mortals and Adepti of Liyue...
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyue kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Xinyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do like the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Really, sir?
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Well, shit, Paimon.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives.
That suit still
the
shit.
Archon
Look at that
Morax
suit.
could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could.
So damn
no
dapper.
matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, Though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Child.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti. Could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, What's going to happen to all the Mora in Teyvat? Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo-Archon's power.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora! The world is coming
Stop
to
it,
an
Paimon.
end!
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
Oh, a private fund. This does seem like a good, logical, common-sense idea. It's a shame.
He didn't.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right, then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well, then. I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have...
Thank you, JD Oceans, for the follow and the host. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome all. Howdy, Dens. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. I'm MadeMenMelo. Just getting done. I love it. I just got done with the Act 1 pretty much. Just did the whole spiel with the Archons and everything. Man, I can't do that, man. I have the worst luck. And then I'm not sure if I want Child after what he just pulled. I don't think I want him. He changed my perspective. All of them have. Zhongli too. Just using me. I'm trying to find my sister. Now we got world destroyers I gotta defeat. What? Then you gonna fake your own death? Ah, man, he rubbed me the wrong way. He rubbed me the wrong way. He looked good though. I ain't gonna lie, he looked good. But he rubbed me the wrong way. So I want to see. Hold on. It's very much. Very much. I almost called him something, but I had to control myself. Very much. And then the fact that he forgot to set out some private funds for himself. If you trying to be human, you gotta have a savings account, sir. You create money, but don't put none for you. That's hilarious.
Traveler, please, over here.
It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly?
I literally don't. This is my first time back in like
Is that another
a month.
person to count on
Almost.
is always good after all. But recruiting
like
such
this
dependable
is not my only
companions is no easy
game.
matter,
I'm
is it?
trying to be more consistent playing this, but I play a tremendous amount of other games. Like, it's ridiculous. But like with this one, I'm trying to be more consistent with this. I'm not trying to do it like once a week or a month. I'm gonna try to at least throughout the week play at least 3 times. At least that would be my goal, ideally.
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately, dressed in most unusual clothes.
Blonde. Dresses all funny. Wait! Do you mean... Does that stranger's face look anything like his?
Hmm? Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man, and even has an eye patch.
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya? Eye patches can't prove that you're related anyway.
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission instead. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests. And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey. Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now. Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence. He stands guard at the city gate, so he may know something. I wish you every success.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter? A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to mess it up. Is it Erich? Erich? I do not want to butcher names, but I'll try my best. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual-looking person.
That's what she said.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more seriously.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is... Anyways. Oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried tailing him. He might have said something to Wagner. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our stranger.
Uh-huh. Boy, y'all know how to go from person to person.
You need something? Here, I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials. Can't say I've heard
I
of
need
any
to forge a
materials he
weapon
mentioned,
from
though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angel's Share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too then. Anyway, let's go to the Angel's Share and have a look.
Now, before I go do that, I need to go check this out first. Because that challenge is going to be on my mind until I finish it. see if I can do the questing. Yay! Nope. Guess not. Sucks. Okay. Alright, so I gotta do quest that one, but I still gotta find Chain Chain. She's like a ghost. Alright, let's go. Let's talk.
What will
First,
it be?
give me a drink.
Grape juice or apple cider?
I want whiskey.
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night. Just a drink, though. Doesn't order anything else. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur.
And what's Master D-Luke's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you. Quite the connoisseur.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's D-Luke for you.
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait...
Close friend.
Dane's Leaf.
Come, my friend.
I need to learn to handle my feelings better. I can't give up. Even if you are a close friend.
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Come, my friend. Wine and adventure.
I need to learn to handle my feelings better. I can't give up. Even if you are a close friend.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling?
Trying to find my sister for the 18th time.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
Paimon, you want to talk.
That little one beside you.
Uh-huh, we're the best of friends.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me?
Dainsleif, okay.
Sure.
He was so cold. cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment. 500 mora, and 3 answered questions. The 500 is a one-time fee. That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Ah, thank you. Now as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now. The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer. Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Veinte. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis? I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question. Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity? So that's your answer? I see. Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods? So, this is your answer then. As I thought. You really are similar to her. I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss. Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the Fangs and... I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss Mages.
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too! We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Uh-huh! We're super duper strong!
That manner, it's just like hers. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there.
Even if you are a close friend.
What'd you
those. Freeze! Dodge this!
Power cord!
Freeze! Twin blade! Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the abyss, the falcon of the west. Though it can soar in the wind. Oh, it...
Right.
The abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the abyss girls look like. Do they look something like the abyss mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Got something for you. The hunt is on.
With the wind!
Wolf hook.
Power cord. Hey, not like a... Power techniques.
Cool it! Don't get frostbite! blade! Disappear!
Power cord! Shred till I'm dead! This is a new one. Ever seen one of these?
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry. Wind blade!
Just a few Abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left. The Abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass. That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers. And the creatures of the Abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
Well, we do have some history. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf. Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
With the wind! Dodge this!
Power cord! Time to rock! The hunt is on!
Frostbite! Wind Blade! Disappear!
There's no end to this. Another test subject.
Freeze!
I got toes.
Got something for ya.
That tingle?
This is a new one.
Picked the wrong test subject.
You're open!
This'll pack a punch.
Wind Blade! Dodge this! What you got? Cool it! Oh, so sorry.
I messed up.
Freeze! Wind Blade! Disappear!
Hey, feel the beat! Shred till I'm dead!
What's the hurry?
Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Howdy.
Lord of Wolfendom, great Wolf King of the North. Sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only. No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
But where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kind of scary. Let's beat them up first.
You're stuck now!
Wind blade! With the wind! Cool it! Don't get frostbite! Dodge this!
Power cord!
Free!
Whew, that's that! Let's go check out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss.
What's the hurry?
And there's another one of those bonfire spells! Looks like the Abyss... Yikes! Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
Alright, that sounds kind of bad. Time to rock! Pyrotechnics!
Freeze! Disappear!
Didn't make it to the chorus.
Dodge this!
Ever seen one of these? This is a new one.
Cool it!
Power cord!
Have you finished searching? I searched around these parts and found some signs myself. But they were left behind by abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an Abyss Herald... We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his...
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
I know.
Is this an answer from this world?
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair. But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point. In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Alright, let's go.
Look! There are lots of monsters, Cat! They're over there.
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Feel the beat! The hunt is on! Missile pack punch!
Wind blade! With the wind! Cool it!
Power cord! Shred till I'm dead!
Dodge this! This one will be frozen in time. Cool it!
Feel the beat!
Disappear!
So in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. Bummer.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame, exactly.
No, you're right. If it's really powerful...
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them. Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now, anyway?
She... no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Oh, is that how it is?
Pretty much.
Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have
He's a
some
lone
things
wolf.
left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we? Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's one-man restaurant is great too. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
Your sister!
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster. Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
Oh, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
It's the spot.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here. My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane, what about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember.
Really?
I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out. Huh? You mean your sister? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're saying some real
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not? At least you now know that she is still
I'm
on this
just
world.
trying to find my sister. That's it. I ain't trying to save the world. I ain't trying to do nothing but find my sister.
At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find her itself. Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry, we will meet again. After all, I did take 500 Mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
Beast. That wardrobe is something serious.
I wonder...
I'm getting down.
Yes! Yes! They have the audacity to go after anything! The 7 dragons, gods. No ancient artifact that relates can escape their greedy ambitions. Still, this time is different. Who do they think they are, going after the Abyss Order's treasures? Oh, Traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing here with Lan? Do you have a commission you need to post?
Hello. We were just discussing the treasure hoarders.
Yes. We were just saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to mess with the Abyss. It's just too evil.
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that 2 big-time treasure hoarders in Liyue and Mondstadt are planning some big joint operation.
2 big-time treasure hoarders?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and Raptor of the North.
Oh, Raptor! Paimon remembers he tried to run away from Amber in Mondstadt. But
you already know something then. I guess you must have crossed paths with the treasure hoarders many times before. You're correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. As I understand it, the treasure hoarders all call her boss. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits, making her Big Sis of the gods. But that's probably just a wild rumor.
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins that the Abyss Order has been secretly guarding in the shadows. Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think about is what kinds of treasure could be inside. They have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the Abyss Order's forces away from the ruins, then send an expert thief inside to steal the treasure.
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain Grand Thief from Fontaine.
Grand Thief? That's quite an impressive sounding title.
Oh, indeed. He is an extraordinary individual. The Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers. Ah, so you're familiar with the author of the Tevat Travel Guide, then? Correct. The Grand Thief is someone as renowned as her. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt, Big Sis and Raptor had to put in a lot of work to convince a thief of his status to come and personally oversee this operation.
With the major changes in Liyue recently, the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Millelith already have their hands full. They don't have any time to investigate rumors about treasure hoarder activity. But anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like there is some unknown danger lurking beneath the surface. So I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Leave this commission to us!
Oh, thank you so much.
Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member. Well then, good luck. The guild will take care of the details of this commission.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Thank you to everybody for stopping in. Thank you to everybody who followed. Thank you to everybody who hosted. I appreciate you guys so very much. I'm going to end it right here. All of this will be uploaded onto YouTube. You can hit the like, subscribe, follow on YouTube as well. And you can catch me on social media down in the bottom right. I will be tweeting out my schedule. Hopefully I have one by the end of this week, so stay tuned. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful night. Peace.